I've had a lot of great Kean University athletes on the show, and some of them are just as talented in the classroom as they are on the field. Joining me now is star lacrosse player Tyler Scott, who was recently named Scholar Athlete of the Year for the Coastal Lacrosse Conference. Tyler, thanks so much for coming on today, and congratulations.
Thank you so much for having me. It's a great honor to be
It's,
here.
it's our pleasure to have you on. Tyler, talk to me about when you first got into lacrosse and how you were able to make a college career out of it.
Well, I was always a football guy. I played football my whole life, and I started lacrosse in fourth grade. I actually started lacrosse after playing football. Some of my teammates that I played Pop Warner football with as a young kid, they played lacrosse before me. They gave me the idea of coming to play lacrosse, and ever since then, I fell in love with the sport, fell in love with the game, and it's given me so many opportunities throughout my life. And it's even a great opportunity that I was able to have my 4 years here at Kane. So I've just always loved it ever since being a fourth grade athlete, pretty much, yeah.
It's fantastic. Now, who were some of your inspirations or role models growing up? Did you have any favorite athletes or family members you looked up to?
Favorite athletes, I'm a huge Packers fan. I've always loved Aaron Rodgers. He's always been the star player at Green Bay. Lacrosse-wise, though, when I started to get into lacrosse, the first two players that pop into mind that were inspirations to me were Pat Spencer and Connor Schellenberger. Pat Spencer was a Torrington Award winner who played for Loyola, Maryland, and Connor Schellenberger played for Virginia. Those were just two guys who were awesome at the game, and they were just awesome, so fun to watch. And then family members, role models, I could just think of my big brother. Ever since he was in like Pop Warner, he was always like a great athlete, and I just always wanted to strive to like be better than him as a competitive brother. We were always so competitive with each other growing up. So those are the people that come to mind when I think about role models and inspirations.
That's fantastic. Now, speaking of role models and inspirations, how important has your coaching staff been to you and the rest of your team over the past 4 years?
Oh my gosh, I mean, it is the greatest gift that I could ever be given, being here at Kane and having the opportunity to be coached by everyone that I was coached by throughout these 4 years. And some coaches were inconsistent, like it's not I didn't have the same coaches every year throughout these 4 years. I was recruited by head coach Shelly Shiner when I came in as a freshman, and I'll always thank him for giving me the opportunity to come to Kane because I was under recruited. I didn't get many offers to play at the highest level of collegiate lacrosse, and he gave me that opportunity. And then with Coach Lopes being as great as he is, I see a great future of Kane lacrosse here. I think he's doing an awesome job, and he's paving a great path for the future of the program. And then everyone else under the coaching staff, defensive coordinators, including Coach Crystal, Coach Brian, Coach Angersani, offensive coordinators, Coach Donnelly, Coach Roberto. Those were here. They were here, and even players who loved the program so much that they wanted to coach after they graduated, including Max Stevens and Connor Badger. Those are not only great coaches to me, but they were great teammates and will be great friends to me for the rest of my life. And the team has been amazing every single year of my 4 years. Like it was never a task to make a friend; it was given to me. Every friend that was here, it has been a pleasure to be around. The camaraderie, the brotherhood. I'll always have these friends for the rest of my life, and I don't know what I would do with a lot of these guys because they made it so enjoyable. I would always tell them, I'm like, to be completely honest, I love Kane, but if I didn't play lacrosse, I'm not so sure if I would be here because they just made it so welcoming and so great to be around.
That's so great that you had a brotherhood like that. Now, any memorable matches from this past year, or are there any moments that stand out from your entire career over the past 4 years?
This year wasn't the best year for us as a team with the win-loss record, but just like over my 4 years reflecting, I think some matches that um, pop out in my mind the most is like your Sinus and not your Sinus. We played Penn Tech this year away at their place, and we went down a couple goals with I think it was like 30 to 40 seconds left. Not even. I think like 20 seconds left. And you know what? We didn't give up in that game. And our Fogo, Christian Updale, he won the face-off. He went down. He scored a goal. And then we won another face-off to get within one. And Aaron Baccio tied it, and then he won it for us in overtime. And that was the one game this season that just just gives me the most memorable moment of the year because it just showed like we didn't have the best season, but we never gave up. And even when adversity hit, like we did not lay down. We just kept fighting. And then other games that I can remember that were highlights of my 4 years here. Freshman year, dating back to a play, I think it was the semifinal or quarterfinal conference game against Stockton. They beat us in the regular season, and then we got our get back at them during the quarterfinals. And then last year, a regular season game against Muhlenberg, that was an awesome game to be a part of as well because they're always a well-known program in the Division III college lacrosse realm. So it was great to beat them last year as well. Those are three games that come to mind the most.
That's awesome. Now, tell us your reaction to winning Scholar Athlete of the Year. Where were you when you found out, and what was your reaction?
I've been student teaching this past semester because I'm a physical education and health major, and I was student teaching when I found out, and I just opened my phone up to my mom and other family members and loved ones congratulating me, and I'm like, what did I just win? Like, what did I win? Because it was on my bingo card in 2025 to win an award and to get the greetings of congratulations that I got from all my loved ones and my family members when I was here in class teaching. I was honestly just starstruck, and it was a great moment to find out and be recognized.
Well, and here's a question that I'm really curious about. How tough is it for you to balance academics and athletics and thrive at both?
It is a challenge, but again, like I said before, with having the team around me, the friends I have that could be that are the friends that I'll have for the rest of my life, being able to lean on them, being able to lean on other loved ones in my life, it wasn't a challenge that I could not, you know, reach. There wasn't anything that were unreachable. Being able to lean on my support system in my teammates, my coaching staff, my family, my girlfriend, everyone around me, I think that made it worthwhile. And you know, it wasn't easy some days. There's days where there's long nights, long days, and you kind of dread going to practice some days. But I realized this past year that being able to strive both athletically and academically is a privilege and it is an honor. Not many people get to do that, so I would always remember that during the days of that were challenging, and it was never something that I couldn't handle because of my support system around me.
Yeah, you got to remember, if it was easy to do, everyone would do it. So that's saying something.
Exactly.
Now, what are
Exactly.
your goals post college? Are you looking to stay involved with the sport? What are you looking to do?
Yeah, I would love to stay involved in lacrosse. I'm graduating right now with a physical education and health degree. Looking forward to obtain a teaching certificate at graduation, and looking forward to continue with coaching and teaching. And I'm going through that process now, applying and seeing where I could um, get my feet wet with teaching, and I would love to coach lacrosse in the future. I've been coaching with my alma mater high school, Monroe Township High School, in both the fall and winter a little bit. And since I'm going to have a lot more time, I want to get more involved with them and anywhere else I can, also in any club teams, summer teams. But I'm definitely not giving up the game of lacrosse. I would love to stay involved and love to coach the younger generations.
Now, this team was a big part of your life over the past 4 years. How tough is it going to be to leave it behind?
Oh my god! I mean, it's been a emotional roller coaster this past month. This past month, because realizing that it is the end of my 4 years here. It's the end of lacrosse, my athletic career. I've been an athlete my entire life, and to think that I'm never going to be able to play a sport competitively again in lacrosse, the sport that I love, it is a little heartbreaking, but I'm glad I have the opportunity in my future to stay involved. Like I said before, wanting to coach, and it is sad and emotional, and it's been an emotional roller coaster. I say because I've been recognized the past couple of weeks with a couple accolades that I were on my bingo card coming into the year, but honestly, I knew they weren't guaranteed, and I am proud that I was able to achieve the accolades I received, and not even that, lacrosse in general, but like leaving the friends that I made here and just like these 4 years were amazing. So it is emotional that I'm not gonna have this again, but I'm looking forward to the next steps of my future. And again, I'm not gonna give up the game. I'm gonna stay involved as much as I can.
Well, you can leave it behind knowing that you gave it your all and you made the most of it. Tyler Scott, Scholar Athlete of the Year for the Coastal Lacrosse Conference. Thanks so much for coming on. All the best going forward. And again, congratulations, man.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you having me on.